Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Nikki. Good to be here with you again on today. Listen up real quick, family. I want to say that I'm proud of you for one. I am so proud of you. I am receiving your emails, I'm receiving your testimonies, and I am so proud of you. And I am so elated for what blessings and breakthroughs that you are sharing with me that God is doing for you. You haven't seen anything yet. Thank all of you for what you do on our channel every single day. Thank all of you for supporting that book, Becoming a Master of Divine Consciousness. Thank you for your prayers and all of your nice gifts and your seed that you're sending by way of mail, cash app, super thanks. You always asking me, a lot of you maybe who are new to a channel, I get a lot of emails as to, Nikki, how can we sow back into your life? You can always sow by prayer. You can always sow by purchasing that book. And if you are led to sow a seed, you can always do that. If you don't want to send it in the mail, you can sow your seed by way of super thanks and by way of cash app. But listen, a lot of you are sending seed offerings through the mail, but you're not putting the right name on your cashier's check, your money order, your whatever you're sending. Some of you are sending the wrong name on that. We have that information in the description box of the videos to make payable to Nikki MCcray, NIKKI, MCcray. If you put any other name on that, if you spell that name incorrectly, we are going to send that back to you. We have to, family. So we've run into an issue with some of you misspelling the name, some of you who are putting the wrong name on your cashier's check, your money orders. So if you're sending a seed by way of mail, make sure you spell Nikki MCcray correctly. Make payable to Nikki, NIKKI, MCcray. So let's get right into the video, family of God. We love you here, and we're so excited for what God is doing in your life. I'm telling you, you all haven't seen anything yet. You have not seen anything yet. God is going to do great exploits in your life. God is going to do something absolutely amazing. Whenever you stop giving the best of you to what doesn't serve your life, to who doesn't serve your life, you are going to see your life take off. Stop giving to people. Stop giving to things that don't serve your life. Some of you have been giving the best of you to people who never deserve you. Some of you have been giving the best that you had. You gave the best years of your life to people who didn't deserve you, and to things and companies and corporations that didn't deserve you. But God put you in these places. Listen to me so carefully, family. You know, God is always up to something, and God is always doing something to perfect his will. Nothing happens to any of us by accident. It's not. But I want to encourage you today, and I want to give you something to think about. I want you to, if you are doing this, if you find yourself doing this, don't feel guilty, don't feel condemned. This video is not to condemn you, to make you feel bad. It's just to bring some enlightenment, so that if we find ourselves doing something that is unhealthy for us, we can stop while we're ahead. So stop giving the best of you to people that don't deserve you. Stop giving the best of you to things that don't serve your highest good or your purpose in the earth realm. You know, because some people, family, they'll just sit there and allow you to give. And they'll take. And they won't give back to you. They won't reciprocate what you're giving. Unfortunately, we have some people in this world that way. So you got to learn to stop giving the best of you to people that don't deserve you. You got to stop giving all of you to people and to things that don't serve your life. And you know when you need to pull back. And sometimes you may feel like you don't want to pull back, not knowing that if you pull back, it's going to make you grow a little bit more. So stop doing these things. If you're finding yourself doing this, Stop giving the best that you have to people who don't deserve it. Stop giving the best of you to things and to people that bring out the worst in you. Some people that were in your circle. I want you to read Psalms 1. Because God tells us don't sit in the seat of the scornful or the ungodly. He tells us why we don't sit in the seat of certain people. You want your life to be really blessed and you want your life to be really prosperous. I want you to read Psalm 1. And not only do I ask you to read it, I want you to really mutter over that word. I want you to really meditate on Psalms 1 so that you can get this word down in your spirit. So if you find yourself in this place, you'll pull back. Some of you gave, you literally gave the best of you. And you got to stop giving the best part of you to people who bring out the worst in you. Have you ever said that? That this person brings out the worst in me. You can be on a healing journey and you can encounter certain people, and that one particular person or those particular group of people, they just literally trigger you so bad and they literally bring out the worst in you. This is where you stop investing. When you are affiliated family, when you are in the presence or when you accompany people who don't bring out the best in you, who doesn't open you up to becoming that great person that you know you are, if you're not in the company of people who bring out the best in you, you need to run for your life. Literally, you need to run. You need to run because a lot of people are bringing out the worst in you. Even those parts of you that you have healed from, a lot of people are going to bring out the worst in you, family, because the enemy knows that you are on a positive trajectory for your life. The enemy knows that. Every step that you take toward your purpose, every inch, every foot that you take, every step that you take, every time you run, every time you leap, and you get that much closer to your purpose, the enemy is going to send somebody in your life every single time that brings out the worst in you. Why does he do it? Because you're too close. He knows you're so close and he wants to knock you back. So I want to let y'all know today, if you're doing this or if you are connected to somebody who is doing this, stop giving where you're not being fruitful. And stop affiliating yourself with people who bring out the worst in you. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Just stop. Just throw your hands up in this situation and just stop doing it. Stop giving the best of you. You've given the best of you to people who literally brought out the worst in you. Haven't you said that? That these people bring out the absolute worst in me. Why do I keep doing this? Answer your own question. It's the reason why you keep doing it. And until you heal, until you find out why you do it, you're going to keep doing it. Don't keep investing where you're not getting equal reciprocity. Don't keep investing where there is not equal give and take. And don't keep giving the best of you. Stop sharing the best of you with people who bring out the worst in you. You can't grow and you can't reach the level that God has for you. You can't. I don't care what you do. I don't care how many times you try. And I don't care how patient you are with people who bring out the best in you, the worst in you. They are assigned to do that. When God brings people in your life, family, God brings people in your life to bless you, to elevate you. But when the enemy brings somebody in your life, guess what he does? The enemy is a copycat. The enemy is a fraud. The enemy is going to bring somebody in your life to destroy you. Are you having setback after setback after setback after setback? Check your corner. I want you to check the people that you deal with. Are you having delay after delay after delay after delay? I want you to check the people that are close to you. I want you to monitor the people that you deal with. I want you to observe the people that you deal with. Because a lot of times, family, when we are dealing with the wrong people, especially if that person or these people have the wrong motive, if a person have a bad ulterior motive for us, you know, God, I put our blessings on hold. He will. I don't care how much you try, God, He'll stop it. So I want you to prayerfully consider just stop giving the best of you to somebody who absolutely brings out the worst in you. You've healed from your temper, and that one person or this particular group of people knows how to trigger your temperament. They know how to trigger your anger. Those parts of you that God has crucified, your enemy will always resurrect that. Did you know that? This is what a true enemy is. A true enemy of any of us will always trigger those parts of us that God has caused a death to. Did y'all know that? That's what a true enemy is. Wherever you heal in your life, an enemy is going to come along. He's going to trigger that parts of you. The things that you gave up, that you say you would never do anymore, family of God, the enemy is going to come into your life to make sure that you do things that will set you back. No, God got you out of these things for a reason. God removed people out of your life for a reason, and don't you dare try to make a reason to go back. Think of how long you were in that mess. Think of how long you were so stressed and oppressed and depressed. You think how long you prayed and you asked God to deliver you. You think how long God allowed us to sit in these things, in these situations, and these circumstances before He pulled us out. This is why you got to stop investing in things. This is why you got to stop investing in people that don't serve your highest good. You got to stop giving the best that you have to people who bring out the worst in you. And you got to invest in people who bring out the very best in you. I want you to do that, family. I want you to do it for you. Do it for you. Do it for you. You invest in people who invest in you. People who give you joy and give you happiness and who give you peace. I want you to do this. I want you to invest in people who bring out the worst in you. Who bring out the best in you. And these people who trigger you for the worst, run away from these people. You don't have to think about it. You know what you need to do, so do it, family, so your life can grow. You're already evolving. You're transforming, but you want to evolve more. You want to grow more. You want to transform more. So stop giving the best of you for people who bring out the absolute worst in you. And they're going to always criticize you. They're always going to point the finger at you. They're always going to blame you for where you are. They're going to open up their mouth and they're going to have the audacity to tell you in your face that I didn't tell you to do that. You didn't have to do that for me. Listen at the sarcasm and the arrogance in people when they talk. But just know, it is not that individual that is speaking. So don't be offended by that person, because it's not that person. You're encountering an enemy. You are literally encountering a satanic entity that has embodied that individual. Have you ever asked somebody, what's wrong with you? Out of everything that I've done for you, and you can talk to me that way, you can treat me that way. It is not that person. Don't take anything personal in life. I'm still working on that, family of God. And I want you to join me in working on that too. Don't take anything personal, because it's so easy to take things to the chest because of the things that we've endured. But we're all learning. We're forever learning. We're forever growing. We are forever evolving. You're going to see your life change for the greater, for the better. Your life is going to take a positive trajectory whenever you learn and you put into practice to stop giving the best of you to people who bring out the absolute worst in you. Some people bring out the absolute worst in you, family, because it's the enemy. The enemy don't want you to grow. The enemy wants to hinder your progress. He wants to stop you. He wants to steal, kill. He wants to destroy everything that God has with your name on it. Do you know God has a blessing with your name on it? Type that in the comment. Open up your mouth and speak that. God has a blessing with my name on it. God has a blessing with your name on it. Don't you want the blessings that God has for you? You don't want to see God face to face when you get to heaven and He shows you a room with all your blessings on it. that you did not claim, that you allowed the enemy to stop you from receiving. You keep your faith and you exercise your faith, family of God. I love y'all so much. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for all of you. You keep going because the hand of God is turning in your favor. That wheel is turning. Do you hear me? That wheel is turning. And how is it turning? It is turning in your favor. I love y'all so much, family of God. Thank all of you once more for what you do on our channel. Get yourself around some positive people. Get yourself around people who celebrate you, and get rid of people who you are affiliated with. If you are, that's a condition. If you are affiliated with people who are tolerating you, family, wash your hands of people. It's really time for us as people to really qualify people to be in our life. And you got to disqualify people who don't deserve to be in your life, family of God. You're not being mean, and you're not being hateful. You're not being callous and cold. You're not being those things. You don't think you're better. No, you're ready to do something great in your life. You know what you've done before. So if you want something different in your life, you got to do something that you haven't done before. Don't forget to hit the video, hit that like button. Keep hitting that like button because it helps the algorithm of our channel. Keep liking, keep sharing, and keep subscribing to the channel. We're all about growth on our channel. If you're new, we're all about empowerment, development, values, self-respect, self-love. You want to grow, you stay hooked up to this channel. You got to forgive. We're all about forgiveness, releasing forgiveness to people who have hurt us. Because remember, family, broken people hurt people. We've hurt somebody, family. And some of us has hurt people in the past unintentionally because we were broken, but we're learning. And when we know better, we do better, right? Why don't you affirm that today? When we know better, we do better. I thank God for every seed that you all have sown in this ministry by Cash App, by Super Thanks, the book, even by way of mail. I am telling you, those of you who are sending your seed in the mail, glory be to God. I thank God for giving you 1,000-fold return on your seed. I pray a financial return on your seed. And I pray answer prayer for the seed that you're sowing. Because when God tells you to sow in somebody's life, when God tells you to sow into somebody's ministry, it doesn't matter if it's not even mine. You obey God. If God tells you to sow somewhere, you sow exactly where he tells you to do it. And you give exactly what he tells you to give, family of God. And you do it by faith. You do it by faith. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things that you cannot see. God would never require anything of you if he didn't have anything good in mind to give you. Let me tell you that, family. You all listen to me. If God is pricking your heart, if God is tugging at your spirit to do something, to go somewhere, to sow into somebody's life, I want you to obey God, because every act of obedience is going to bring you the blessings. Whenever we disobey God, it causes a curse upon our life. And we can't look at God and be offended that God has cursed us. No, we allow a curse ourselves because we disobey, because we rebel. Obedience brings the blessing in your life. Obey God, family. And sometimes, this is my personal opinion, when God tells you to sow and when God tells you to give, don't open your mouth and tell anybody, family of God, because the enemy knows your blessing is getting ready to come by the seed that you sow in whatever form that God tells you to sow. So be quiet and give God thanks and give God praise. I thank God that your seed is going to be the answer to your prayer. I'm telling you, family, it is. God is never asking you to do anything without giving you something that you've asked him for. You ask God for something. You ask God to do something for me. God, just do something for me. I'm telling you, I know you prayed that. I know you've told God, don't forget about me. God, I really don't have this, but I'm sowing it out of faith. God heard you, and God is not going to allow you to be made shame. We want to reach more people for God's glory. We want to reach more hurting and broken people. So keep liking our videos because it helps the algorithm of our channel. Thank all of you so much. I love you, family. We'll talk later. God bless you. Keep going. It's not in vain. It's not. It's not in vain. I'm telling you, it's not in vain. Keep your heart clean. Keep your heart pure. And stay grateful in good things and in bad. There are polarities in life. We got to have sunshine and we have to have rain because they both serve a purpose. You serve a purpose for somebody's life. You are a solution to somebody's problem. Do you hear me? You are a solution to somebody's problem. And you're on your way to meet your kingdom people. You are in the right place at the right time. You're on the road to destiny. And you're going to collide with a breakthrough. You hear me? You're getting ready to collide with a breakthrough. Whatever you put in the ground, the seed you put in the ground, I'm telling you, I don't care where you put it. I don't care what country you send it to. I don't care what ministry you send it to. You're going to gain a harvest. And it's going to be more than what you put in the ground. It is. So be quiet when God tells you to sow. Don't tell people what to do. Whenever God manifests his promise in your life, people are going to know why you were quiet. People are going to know why you were silent. People are going to know why you were hidden. Because God healed you to reveal you at an appointed time. I love you. You're going to make it. You're already an overcomer. Did you know that? You're an overcomer. And I love you. Thank you, Team Nikki G, for everything that you do for our channel. Stay connected. Stay hooked up because there's power in connections. Love y'all. Y'all keep going. We are winners over here. Y'all hear me? We are winners over here.